welcome to our part of the presentation, and our bit of presentation, we're talking about the technology, Peter, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I'm Peter Gardner, and I'm from Your Voice Counts.
And I'm Amy Broughton, and I'm also from Your Voice Counts. When we got to lockdown, we applied for some funding and we got about £5,000, and we looked to how many tablets and phones we could get for that. But we didn't want to buy too poor quality ones in case it was just very poor cameras, equipment that wasn't working very well or wasn't very fast. We didn't want people's experience to be slow and jerky, really. So we spent good money really on equipment. They weren't top of the range, but they certainly weren't bottom of the range. So a smartphone at about £80 and the tablets were 180, but they started increasing very fast as lockdown happened. We looked into different accessibility tools. So Google Assistant's particularly good. You can set your machine up so any Android gadget, you can just say, okay, Google, and then ask the time, ask the weather, ask for when the buses are. Amazon, I'm a fan of Amazon Echo devices. That's good for people just to talk to and to connect people up as well. The other thing now that's getting really good is you can ask the gadget to read out, to talk to you and tell you what the speech is saying, whether it's on a website or in a text message. But you can also do the opposite, where you can talk and it will turn it into a text message. And that's really quite good quality now. TeamViewer was the saving grace, which is a way to remotely access somebody else's machine. So we're going to come on to that because that's what Peter and I have done a lot of. So Peter's story. And if I can, I'll even spotlight him. There we go. So take me back to the very beginning of the lockdown. And can you remember sitting in the health subgroup meeting and actually really realising what this lockdown was going to mean for you?
Well, this lockdown to me was I going to see any friends? Was your voice going to be there when we come back? How am I going to talk to my friends? All that. And the way we talk was getting us a phone where I can talk to my friends at all the meetings, and we can talk about things that we're going to do for the future. I thought, oh, is this going to work for me? Oh, no, I can't. I can't able to do it. It's going to be too what? And then after that many years, as it went on and on, it seemed to twist. And then all of a sudden, it just took its time and shut straight up. And they went, oh, how did you do that? How do you get on so quick? How did you? I said, well, you send the message, goes on WhatsApp, press the little WhatsApp button, go in, and you'll see the pictures of the volunteers that's in it. You switch, put your finger on them, put yourself in, and then here you come down, there's another little piece of writing, and I'll say, oh, it's catch up, right?
We're going to catch up on a Friday.
That's the catch up one. Straight under the link, go in. Oh, hello, Peter. Hello. Or if I've got something else on, they'll send a link and say, "Whoa, we're going to go to eat with people."
Yeah.
Link straight on. No bother. Okay, I've had a fair lot of hiccups.
And you just arrive in the meetings now. You don't need any help to get in at all, do you?
No, I just drive straight in.
I can hardly remember now how hard it was at the beginning because we just find it so easy now. I can remember being really worried that you weren't going to cope with the lockdown because your life really had you out and about every day. You were doing 2, sometimes 3 things a day, either with us, with your mum, with action stations, with all these different things you were involved with. You got the first phone, didn't you? Because in the end, we ended up buying about 15 phones and about 10 tablets. So you and me worked out together how to make the phones work for other people. And we did all the practicing, didn't we? So
we did.
You weren't really using the internet at the beginning. You did have a smartphone, didn't you? But it didn't have a selfie camera. So we could get you onto WhatsApp, but we couldn't see you. We could just see the this table in front of you, but you could see us. And I think we also realised with lockdown that being able to see people was going to be really important, to be able to see how they were. You know, if somebody was looking poorly, or somebody looked like they had a temperature and they looked really hot, or if somebody was losing weight and they clearly weren't eating, or, if, you know, it's important to see people, isn't it? So then once you got online, can you list all the different things that you do now online?
We do cooking online.
Mm-hmm.
We do crafts online.
Mm-hmm.
We do catch up online. We do mindless online.
Mindfulness, yeah. There's exercise, which we don't go to. There's a quiet room. Do you ever go to the quiet room?
No, because I like going to the quiz.
Yeah, you like the hustle and bustle of the Friday.
With Joanne, because we have a good quiz, and I can remember some of the stuff, you know.
Yeah. And you're not just using Zoom, you're using WhatsApp to video call some friends, Skype to call other friends.
Yes.
We even dabbled with House Party at the beginning, didn't we? And what else? What else do you use? TeamViewer, definitely.
We're still working on Teams at the moment.
Is that the bit of paper you've got there that I gave you at the beginning?
Yes.
Can you hold it up?
Yeah.
Show the people. That's it. So this was to let you know what all these different apps were, because the apps don't actually have the words on them very often, do they? That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter. We've got a couple of videos now of me and Peter using TeamViewer. This is an example of us using. So TeamViewer is just an app that you download from the store, whether you're on Android or Apple. It's not so easy with Apple, I don't think. Or it wasn't, it might be different now. But that's what it looks like, and it's quick support. So we just call it the QS, don't we? So sometimes you ring me and you go, Amy, I'm having a problem. And I'll just say, do you want to put the QS on? And then it's very simple. The person who wants to help gives you the number that they've got on the screen, and you put the number into your gadget, and then you connect to their machine and you see their screen just like your own screen. This is me and Peter. I'm just waiting so I can see your phone.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just going to see if I can make it a bit bigger. There. Okay. So can you press your home button at the bottom there?
Home button? Well, where's that now?
The one at the very bottom in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
That's the one.
Right. All the stuff's come back onto the screen again.
I'm just waiting for it to update on my side. It's just a little bit slow. My internet's a little bit slow at the minute. So there's your QS on the bottom. That's fine. You've got that.
Got that.
Do you want to show us your flight tracker? Could you find that?
Yes, I can find that. Yes, I'm on flight tracker.
Oh, look, I do love this.
I do.
Isn't it lovely? So there's one going over Middlesbrough at the minute. Do you want to touch on it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see where it's going. Looks like it's coming from Scotland. It is. Glasgow. It's going to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Yes, I've got one this morning, so I'm straight on and I claimed one.
Where was that one going?
It was going from Newcastle to Amsterdam.
Right. All right. There's a lot less planes than usual, I think, at the minute. Can you see underneath the plane, there's those two arrows. Can you pull those arrows down?
Two arrows. Is that like a star in that?
No, sorry, not the plane on the map. The plane higher up where you can see the blue and white plane.
I'm trying to look.
You know, on the photo, just underneath Amsterdam, there's a photo.
Oh, yeah.
And see the little arrows underneath it. See if you can pull those down a bit.
Right. No, I can't pull them arrows down.
Let me see if I can then.
I think what it is it's just to let you must press on that to let you create me like plugged in and then it comes on.
There.
And it shows you the bigger plane there.
Yes.
And then it tells you the registration and what it is. And
Yes.
it's a 190.
Where's it one? Oh, right, it's a 190. Can you
Yes,
see where it says it's at 36,000 feet
Yes.
in green and it's going at 553 miles an hour?
Miles an hour.
Look at that. That is so cool, isn't it?
It's cool.
I still love doing that, Peter. Now, I think there's another one.
Right.
There it is. Can you see? About in the middle of the screen on the left, the little cog looks like a wheel.
Looks like a wheel. That one. Like a little black one next to the A. Oh, the little cog wheel.
The cog, like a green colour, yeah.
Yes. S-E-T-T.
Yep, that's the one, Peter. Press that one.
Right. There we go.
Okay, and then I want to come into network and internet. We're just going to have a look at the data usage. Hotspot and tethering. No, I've clicked too many times, Peter. Hang on. So can you see where it says data usage? I'm just going to click on there. So you've got 10 days left
10 days left.
before it renews. And I think you've got 10 gigabytes and you are connected. I can see here you're connected to South Tyneside Homes.
Yeah.
Let's just check that's functioning. Connected. Yeah, that's great, Peter. That's brilliant. Can you remember sometimes we were losing the internet? Do you remember? That's the end of our presentation there. I'll just stop there, and we kept South Tyneside Homes would change the password or something, wouldn't there? And then you weren't logged in again.
One, and then it was logged in straight away, straight in, everything. And I thought, oh hey, whoa, I says from the lockdown, I says back to the present day when it began, I went, hang on, how have I done this from the beginning of me to the present date? And I went,
amazing, the change you've been through.
God, things that I've done and stuff like that. And my mum went, what? Brilliant. She says, who is it? I said, hang on, Mum, a minute. I said, it's just some stores come through. Oh, that right. Oh, Mum went, what's that? And I just said, what's this, Bob? There it is. I says, and that plane came up and she went, where? I said, that one there.
That there.
Pen in my pocket.
It keeps us in touch, doesn't it? It makes us feel like we're part of the world again, doesn't it? Not just stuck in our houses. You did a mindfulness, you did a bit of meditation, do you remember? Do you want to do one now, just as an extra bit for people to do? I really, your audience is me, but I love a bit of your meditation.
Got some at the back. Sit comfortably, right? And 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. Keep breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Can you feel the lovely weather that's coming? The flowers are growing outside. The birds are chewing away now. You can feel the warmest air coming towards you. Summer's just round the corner. Well, spring first, then summer. People are starting to go out to smell all the flowers, and they picnic and sit, listen to the water rise, look at the trees all blossoming. Flowers are growing all over the place. The sun is shining upon her. Everybody's out for a nice quiet walk, nice cup of tea, cup whatever they're going to drink, out with their young children, enjoying sitting in the grass, having picnics, and just relax and just breathe this fresh air, when it comes to flowers, spring, when you're outside, just keep breathing the air in, breathing it out, breathe in and let it out. 3 taps to come back in. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Start to open your eyes. In the back of the thing.
Thank you. I always
Well,
feel better when you do that.